said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Running back searching for a hole. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. We start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. Fighting off the defender. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Despite the upset of Alabama last season, Brent Venables' Oklahoma team took a step back, just his 2nd losing season since 1998. That makes this season about Boomer sooner and not later.
They've got to get the quarterback position right. When you think Oklahoma, David, we think about guys like Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. They need to get that quarterback position solidified if they're going to make the next step in the SEC.
Well, and that's why you went to the transfer portal, got the #1 guy, got a new OC, like a lot of new faces in Norman, but how can Brent Venables mesh it together, get that offense rolling to go with his consistent defense?
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Going to try to get it himself.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Mateer. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying. around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Kent. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on second down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, what a great break on the ball, way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They booted away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. One final play before the end of the quarter. throw on first down off the play fake. Floating away. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to throw. It's out. It's caught. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill and be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
Dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
First down for the offense.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Saunders. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Defense looks as if it's coming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass, it's Allard. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
It's so So many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll ride the hot hand. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. After run, now throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Back to pass, it's Howard. He's got his man across the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
They'll give it to him again. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The RPO, it's complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Burks. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top, showing the arm straight down the left side.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Throwing on the run. Just way off target and missed it.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 38 over the Groupers. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Barnes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners want to move quickly. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Aller. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On the ground, it's Martin. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
On third down, going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Gibson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give out of the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Marking out the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle, and we knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to